Hello everyone, welcome to SwitchUp as we once again have a look at some of the games coming out for the Switch in this upcoming week. In terms of dates, we'll be going from the 15th of October up until the 21st, and we'll first look at any games that may have missed one of these videos in the past for whatever reason. So, which games are coming out for the Switch this week? Well, let's find out. Just one for those already out, and this is Atari Mania. This calls itself a wild journey through video game history as you play as the caretaker of the Atari Vault. After a dead pixel appears one night, all hell breaks loose and the games begin to warp and combine into a series of crazy challenges according to the blurb. I'm assuming that this equates to a WarioWare type experience, as it does mention the term micro games and also mentions some of the mashups such as batting away centipedes with a Pong controller. This sounds like a lot of fun, and as mentioned, it's out now.
Thanks to Yahaha Studio for sponsoring this episode. No, I didn't just laugh. Yahaha is basically a new user-generated content creation platform for 3D multiplayer interactive experiences. What does that mean, Mark? It means that anyone without any coding background can create these virtual games and environments that other people can jump into and essentially experience their creation. But it also acts as like a chat platform and a place for you to hang out. Now, I've played through quite a few of them. One of them was like a platformer game. The other one had me try and marry a snowman. And the most recent one was like a giant house where you play hide and seek. Obviously, some creations are better than others, but it's a really interesting idea. Once you create or enter another world, you can invite your friends to join you. If you're used to hanging out in a place like Discord, it would be perfect, and obviously affords the opportunity of meeting brand new people. Now, if you want to support the channel and you also want to check out something that I have to say is entirely unique, then just click our link down in the description or the top pinned comment, and if you do manage to create something, then post it down below and I'll go check it out. It's incredibly easy to do, and if I can do it, then you definitely can.
Let's move on to the games coming out this week, and the first is Them's Fightin Herds, which is a 2D fighting game which stars a number of cute and cuddly characters. The characters have been designed by acclaimed cartoon producer Lauren Faust, who amongst many other things created the My Little Pony reboot from 2010, and you can certainly see that influence in the character designs. It promises 4-button fighting mechanics, a magic system, enhanced super attacks, and a juggle decay to help prevent infinite combos. There is a story mode, local versus mode, and online matchmaking, as well as tutorial and training modes. I do like the hand-drawn style, I must say, and I like it when a fighting game does change up your expectations somewhat. It's going to cost £16.74 or your regional equivalent when it releases on the 18th.
Come, show me your power!
Then we have Sigma Fury, which is a turn-based strategy game set around a futuristic global Cold War. You'll need to use your special agents, be it for blackmail, manipulation, seduction or industrial espionage, to dominate the world. You will pick a team of 4 special agents from 50 unlockable characters to support your missions, and each comes with their own story, motivation and traits to define their character, and you'll also be able to use new technologies to gain an edge in battle. This one is also out on the 18th and it will cost £16.19. Also this week, a big one with Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Now, I remember when the first Mario Rabbids game was announced, there was such an air of disappointment over it owing to the Rabbids' quite annoying personalities and traits, but as soon as details emerged and it looked to be some sort of XCOM game with weird and wonderful weapons and a beautiful art style, people began to look forward to it, and rightly so. It was a fantastic game. Well, here's the sequel, which sees you going across the galaxy to save your Spark companions. You'll be building a team of 3 from 9 available characters, taking down all new bosses along with some familiar enemies, rescuing the uncanny Sparks across the galaxy, and using distinct character powers and skills in battle. If this is anything like the first one, it will be great, and if they manage to top that one, then this could be something special. It's out on the 20th. Next is Matchpoint Team Championships, which calls itself a modern take on tennis featuring a true-to-life on-court experience. It goes on to say that it places a strong focus on tactical realism, positioning and aiming with slick character animations and authentic ball physics. There is a career mode and you can create your own player, as well as it including 16 real-life international tennis stars. I find these tennis games are always just so expensive, but if you are interested, it will sell for £45.99, dear me, or your regional equivalent. Then we have Warhammer 40,000 Shooters, Blood and Teef. Now I know absolutely nothing about Warhammer in any form, and I didn't think that the video game adaptations would ever look like this. This is a run and gun where you act as the spearhead of an orc invasion as you smash your way through the hive city of Lutius Prime on a mission to retrieve your hair squig and claim vengeance on your warlord. Now I don't know what any of that means, I haven't got a clue what I just said, but the game most certainly looks fun, and it will cost £16.49 when it releases on the 20th. Then we have Sea Horizon, a roguelite turn-based RPG set on a hex grid map. You can choose between a number of characters, each with storied backgrounds and personal motivations, as you chart a path across both diverse landscapes and treacherous seas. Combat is handled via dice rolls and cards, and you'll also need to manage your health and hunger as you weigh up a number of risk and reward scenarios. It will cost £13.49 or your regional equivalent. Following on from that is Touhou Gouyoku Ibun, a bullet hell action game using characters from the Touhou Project series. You play as a character trying to identify the source of the mysterious black water, shooting down every rival who stands in your way. Different characters have different controls and playstyles, and as enemies send massive waves of bullets at you, you can graze them to break them down and clear safe spots for you to pass through. It was developed by Team Shanghai Alice and Twilight Frontier, and I've heard it described as a bullet hell shooter with the structure of an arcade fighting game with a focus on boss battles rather than traditional levels. All certainly sounds intriguing, and it will cost £21.59 or your regional equivalent, but there is 10% off of that price up until the 26th of October. The penultimate game for the week is another big one in Persona 5 Royal. There have been calls for Persona 5 to hit the Switch for a few years now, after it was almost universally praised following its release on other systems in 2016, a year before the Switch itself released of course. Well, it arrives this week in Royal form, I guess in a similar way to how Persona 4 had a golden version, and this definitive edition includes over 40 items of previously released downloadable content. You'll explore Tokyo, unlocking personas and customising your own thieves' den as you look to become the ultimate phantom thief, defying conventions and ultimately fighting for justice. I've never played Persona 5, I did have 4 Golden on the Vita, but I haven't played this particular entry, and I reckon there'll be a fair few other first time players like me when this releases next week on the 21st.
I don't think it's wrong to bring light to evils which can't be judged by law.
We can change people's hearts. We might be able to do more than just getting back at society.
And finally for the week we have new Tales from the Borderlands, which is a successor to Tales from the Borderlands, itself of course a spin-off from the main Borderlands series. This is a graphic adventure game where the decisions you make determine how the story ends, and you will be controlling Anu, Octavio and Fran on the worst day of their lives as you attempt to help the 3 lovable losers change the world according to the blurb. It includes both new and returning characters from previous games, and it will cost £34.99 when it comes out on the 21st.
Being kept on the station.
If we can find whatever's in that vault before Tedior does, we can change our lives.
We're bad at this, like really bad.
So there you have it, another week of Nintendo Switch releases. Do any of these games interest you? Will you be picking any of them up? Please let us know in the comment section below. Another big thank you to the sponsors of today's video. Please do check out their product. Links will be in the description and in the top pinned comment. Don't forget, if you are looking for eShop credit, you can use our website switchup.gg. Again, links down below. Use the code SwitchUp to get yourself 10% off of your order. And there's also a link down there to Play Asia if you're looking to import any games. Similar sort of fashion, use the link down below. Use the code stated and you can get yourself 5% off of an order from there. Just quickly before I go, I just want to say that my microphone actually died halfway through making this video, so I've had to use a new one and I've not quite got myself used to the settings yet, so apologies if the audio is slightly off or there's a bit of echo, etc. I'll keep tinkering with it and hopefully it will be okay for the next video. A quick thank you to our Patreons as always for your continued support, and to each and every one of you for watching our videos. Take care, and until next time, happy gaming.